But do you know you could request for upkeep as an international student? Because if you're going to be paying your school fees or requesting for upkeep, you need Form A. Hi, you okay? How you doing? You right? Did you miss me? I missed you. Yeah, I missed you. Thank you for tuning in today. It's such a wonderful day because finally I'm making a video after a long time. I hope you did not miss me much, but I missed you a bunch. So thank you for stopping by once again today. And I just want to say I'm happy that you're watching this video. Just know that I appreciate you watching it. I appreciate you taking your time to visit my channel once again today. So thank you. If you're a returning subscriber, just know that you're here in my heart. You're the real MVP and I appreciate. And if today is the first time you're stopping by on my channel, you're equally welcome. My name is Uche. Here I share my journey as an international student in the UK. I talk about natural hair, lifestyle, and vlog. So please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. So today's video, as I said in my previous video, I was going to show you guys how you can make payments using Form A. Because if you're going to be paying your school fees or requesting for upkeep, you need Form A. And it's no longer physical. It's not something you go to the bank to fill a form. Everything is online. So you just go to your phone or your laptop, you go to their website and then you request for it. There is something they call upkeep, and not many people knows about upkeep. And not everybody knows that you can use Form A to pay your school fees. Well, maybe people know about paying school fees. You could just go to the bank and pay school fees. But do you know you could request for upkeep as an international student? Not just in the UK, as an international student that is not in Nigeria. You have the right to request for upkeep, just like a pocket money that your parents send to you or your sibling or yours. That's what we'll be doing today, so stay tuned. The first thing you do is go to their website. I'm going to be demonstrating how you do that for people that are not aware of what they are supposed to do. Because the federal government took away the physical Form A and you're not left with going online to process it. I think probably just trying to keep track of it and everything. So you go to www.tradesystem.gov.ng. I'm going to be leaving the link on my description box so that you could just go there and navigate and get yourself acquainted with the site. So you just go to the tradesystem.gov.ng and you click on go. Yeah, you see go to portal. Like there's so many things there. Authorized dealers and then stakeholders, MD portal. But this is not what you're here for. All you need to do is just to scroll up. You see welcome to the Trade Monitoring System, TRMS. That's the name of the site that handles this. You read all those things, blah blah blah, and then you see applicant. So on applicant, you will see go to portal. You click on go to portal. If you registered before, you just put your username and your password. But if you're yet to register, like you are new to the site, all you need to do is you go to register now. So you click on register now. So if you're an organization, you use your team. But if as an individual, you register with your BVN, that is your bank verification number. But before we continue, you need to confirm from your bank if your email address is linked to your BVN. Because the moment you put your BVN here and click on continue, they're going to send an OTP, that's the one-time password, to your email address so that you could come back here and verify that you are the one. One thing you should check is to ensure that your BVN and your email address, they are linked. Because if they're not linked, then you have to stop what you're doing right now. You stop at this point and go back to your bank and link that. Just write a letter to your bank and add your email address and sign, and that they will do that for you. Okay, so let's say your BVN is linked to your email address. So all you need to do is just to go here and then you put your BVN 2222 blah 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 blah, and you click on continue. Your BVN is 11 digits. So once you put the BVN, you see please know that an OTP, that is a one-time password, will be sent to your email and phone number once you click on the continue button. This phone number that's saying here, I don't think it's true because I never got anything. I don't know if anyone got the OTP from their phone number, but usually email address. So to be on a safer side, just go link your email address to your BVN. So that's it. Fine. So if once you've done this, you get the one-time password, you come here and put the OTP and then continue. You get a message that you've been registered. So now you've already registered. All you need to do is to log in. You go to login and put your username. Your username is sent as your email address, and you put your password. Click on login. So they are telling me now that I should enter the OTP that I received in my email address, and they're telling me the email address that they sent it to. This is also one of the ways you could know the email address that is linked to your BVN if you've not linked it before. You just get a message like this and an OTP. Once you put your BVN, you get an OTP, and you'll be told that it's been sent to. They will put the beginning of your email address so that you could know which of your email addresses that they sent it to. So this OTP now, I'll go to my email. All right, so there's an email address from Trade System. I'll click on it. I'm going to copy the OTP now. Copy the OTP, come here and paste it, and then I go to continue. All right, so it has brought me into my profile and my contact details and user details. Once you see that, at the top right you will see 3 lines. You click on those 3 lines, and once you click on the 3 lines, you see form A and you see form NCX. That's for the importers and the exporters, and the form A is for us. This is our business for today. So you go to form A, you see history, and then you see start application. If you've done anything before here, you've requested for or paid school fees or whatever, it will be in your history, like you see the things you've done. But let's go back to start an application. So when you click on form A, you go to start application, and you see your details. You see your name, your phone number, your BVN, and your address, and then you go to next. If you go to next, you see so many things there. You see PTA, this is personal travel allowance. You see medical allowance. You see educational services. You go to educational services. You see a drop down for transaction purpose. You go to transaction purpose. This is where you choose what you want to do. So let's say you want to go for your postgraduate studies. You want to pay for your school fees. You go to postgraduate studies. Once you click on it, next thing is, are you valid for FX? You say yes. Beneficiary information. So this is where you put the details of the school. For example, if I'm paying the school fees to Cardiff Met, I say Cardiff Metropolitan University. That is the name, and then their phone number, then the email address. Just put the school email address. You put the address of the school. Let's say the address is you put the address. You put the city. If it's here is Cardiff, of course you put Cardiff. The state, you put Wales. The country, you choose United Kingdom, UK. So United Kingdom. Student name. So this is where you fill in your details as a student. So you fill in your student name, your student password. My name, I'll say, okay, my name is Uche, and my passport number is 455555. For bank account name, so this is you fill in the details of the school. Maybe the name in their account is Cardiff Metropolitan, and the bank address is somewhere in Queen Street. Where is this Quran that is coming? Okay, just trying to. It says Queen Street, blah blah blah, Cardiff, and the bank account IBAN. So when school sends you the offer letter or the school bill, they usually provide their account details. If you're going to be paying through this platform, they'll provide all these things for you. So there is a digit, a long digit, it's called IBAN, that will be provided. So usually you fill in that digit, is your number, you fill it in, and then the SWIFT code, you go over there, you fill in the SWIFT code if that's made available as well. The bank account number, you fill in the 8 digit of the bank account number. Correspondent bank, sometimes most of the bank here they don't usually have correspondent, like they are their correspondent bank. I know of Lloyds Bank. Lloyds Bank is their correspondent bank. So Lloyds Bank, correspondent bank are the same. So you just you can leave this place. It's not usually compulsory. But if the bank has a different bank that they use for correspondence bank, this is where you put it in. And correspondence bank address, you put in their address. Correspondence bank swift code, you put in, and then I ask you currency. So like if you're coming to the UK, it's pound sterling. But if you're going to maybe Europe or Canada or wherever, the money that is there, you see US dollar, naira, Japanese yen, blah blah blah. So you go to pound sterling, and then amount. Let's say you're paying 4,000 or maybe 5,000 or whatever you're paying. So once you fill in all these things, you go to next. So this is where it takes you when you click on next. Payment mode. You have different ways you make the payment. Is it bills for collection? Is it LC, letters of credit? Is it payment in advance? T&T. So we are going to be using Telex. You click on Telex and then you go to Naira account number. So which of your bank account number are they going to be debiting? So you put in the 10-digit of your account number. So you go to the bank. This is a list of the banks that are in Nigeria. So you choose the bank. Is it Access Bank? Is it Keystone Bank? Is it Zenith? So whichever bank it is. So let's just click on Nexim Bank. Just choose any bank, your bank, and you choose the. Let's look for a bank that has many branches. I'm not seeing any here. Okay, so let's go to let's take Keystone Bank. So you're using Keystone Bank and you go to the branch. So you're going to see different branches of Keystone Bank nationwide. So you choose the branch you want to be processing this with. Let's say I want to be doing this with CBD. So I choose CBD NNPC Tower. That is the branch that is there. So probably I have someone there, maybe like my account officer is in that place, or maybe that's where I open my account, or maybe I have someone there that will be following up with the application, because this thing, you know how Nigeria thing be. You don't just fill it and then you leave it. If you have somebody in the bank, if you know the customer service, you should always call, like follow up with it so that you make sure that they are processing it. So you could, if you know someone that is in the bank, or you know your account officer is in this branch or whatever branch they are, you could just tell them, please help me follow up with this application. Or you could just even visit the branch. I did something and I want to know the update, because sometimes you see that it's with the reviewer 2 days, 3 days, the reviewer has not even touched it. So you need to follow up with it. And once you've done this, you go to next. Here you see different things you could do, like add attachment. You see choose file. So this is where you choose the document that you're requested to fill in. And the first thing you're going to be doing is to attach your first degree certificate. You attach that, and then the school bill. This is like the invoice. So you attach your school fees invoice. This is where the school is saying you should pay £100,000. This is where the school is saying you should pay £2,000 or £1,000 or whatever. Any bill, just attach that. And that's thing again you need to attach is your ID, the front page of your passport, international passport. It's just showing that there are 2 things you need to attach here, but if you want to attach more than 2 things, you just go to add attachments, So you fill in all these things. Let's say you go to have to choose file now. So I choose this. They'll ask you what are you attaching. This is photocopy of the first degree, they said. You choose another file. This one is, let's say the school bill period. You choose another file. And then this one is like my admission letter. I choose another file. So let me just write in here admission letter or admission offer. You choose another file, and this needs my international passport and maybe other things the bank has asked you to do, because it's good that before you do this thing you get the right info from your bank. Most of the banks will ask you for additional documents, so you have to be very sure. You have to be sure of what your bank is requesting so that you don't go to and fro, because this application could take time if you don't follow up, or if you don't provide every document that they've asked you to provide. So because it can be with the reviewing officer, and the reviewing officer returns it to you and says, oh, you don't have these documents, and then you fill it again and then you send back to them. So all those back and forth, you could avoid it by asking the bank, what other documents do I need to provide? And they will tell you, and then you attach it here and send to them. It's easy like that. So once you've filled all the documents and you've attached all the documents, you go to next. So when you go to next, you go through all the things you've filled. Go to your attachment, you see the beneficiary information. Are they correct? You cross check all these things, and then once you click on submit, it will go to the bank for review. So that is it. And the next one is if you are doing upkeep. So if you're doing upkeep, it's just the same way you do school fees, but the difference is this. So let's go there. Form A, start application. So as usual, you go to next. From your contact details, you go to educational services, and then when you click here, instead of taking postgraduate studies, you go to maintenance and upkeep. So you click on maintenance or upkeep. The same way he said yes. This beneficiary information, this is where the difference comes in between paying your school fees and requesting for upkeep. So if you're requesting for upkeep, the beneficiary information is going to be your own account details. You know that when you're doing school fees, it's the school information, but this time around it's going to be your own information, like your pounds account. If you're in the UK, your pounds account in the UK. Wherever you are, if you're in the US, your dollar account. So your pounds account, this is what you're going to be filling in here. So beneficiary information, you're going to fill in your own personal details. So you fill in your name, and then the student name, everything. You do that, just the same, repeat everything, but not the school details this time around. It's going to be your own details. And then you go to bank account name, you choose from your bank, you put all those things. And then you go to the next place where you fill in the other things like the accounts to be debited and the bank you're using. When you're attaching, I think for upkeep, the additional document they usually ask you is to provide your BRP and what again? I think you provide your BRP and if it's your parents that are sending the money for you, the parents will be asked to provide their ID card, like the international passport or the ID card that they are using. So they have to identify themselves that they bear the same surname with you, because most times they will say that the person that is sending the money to you should be someone that bears the same surname with you. That is your siblings or your parents, because that is what it is, it's upkeep. So some banks can be they could ask you to get that, so you have to be very careful, so for you not to waste your time and just going back and forth. So that's what you do. And then PTA is the same thing. Just click on personal travel allowance and there you go. You fill in the details and you fill in the amount and provide every document that they've asked you for. Probably it's going to be return ticket and your admission, your first degree certificate. Upload all those things and you're good to go. So that is the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. If you found it helpful, you could actually share it with other people, because someone else might find it helpful. If you have any question, you could ask me in the comment section, or you could message me on my IG, or you could even email me. Please comment. Comments, ask me. I always respond to my comments. This video is not just for people that are in the UK, it's for international students that are from Nigeria. Thank you for watching this video. If you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe already. Thank you. And please turn on your notification bell so that you will be notified the second I post new video. Thank you for stopping by once again, and thank you for being patient with me, for not unsubscribing while I was away. I do appreciate that. So thank you. Till next time, just stay safe. Bye. See ya. Okay. All right. Take care. Bye.